Guess what came in the mail today? Listen, we just got off an hour and 40-minute live, hour and a half live, and I had to come back. I wasn't going to do a huge like production, like a taping and editing, but I did want to come back and share that my passport renewal arrived today in the mail. And I'm going to do the unpacking and show it to you, but I'm also going to walk you through the timeline of exactly how long it took. So, hey everybody, what's up? I'm Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. I'm the host of This A Here channel, where we talk all things wellness, travel, and finance. Today, we are talking about passport renewals online, which I have been preaching from the heavens since I started this everyday live series. And so I'm just super excited to have received my passport, and I'm going to break down exactly how long it took. If you've been following the channel, great. If you haven't, if you need to get a passport, do it now. If you need to renew a passport, do it now. Do it before the changing of the guards. And there are changes at the um, U.S. Department of State, because that could lead to delays and longer lag times and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to be here for a long time, just a good time. If you're not following, follow, because you never know when I'm going to come back live. You just don't. You know I'm going to come every day, but you just never know when I may do an extra special live. So anyway, got my passport. Let's go through the dates. I'm going to pull them up. Hold on one second. Whew, and then we'll go through the calendar. So on November 9th is when I submitted my passport application, the photo, and I'll read the email that I was receiving. Now, that was a Saturday. So we know the government does not work on Saturdays, right? So not much was going to be done until, the following week. But let's go ahead and see what that email said after I submitted. So again, this is impromptu. I just wanted to come in before I head out to share exactly what the process looks like. It's so simple to renew online now, guys. Check to make sure that you can renew online. That means if you have less than a year on your passport left, you can renew online. If it's expired and less than 5 years, you can renew online as long as there's no changes to, the standard information, your name, your all of that good stuff. So on November 9th, I submitted and it said, "Dear Kim, aka Kim with the Gems, thank you for renewing your US passport online. Your payment is pending. We will send you a confirmation email when your payment has been successfully processed. You will receive an email if your payment is successfully processed or if your payment is unsuccessful and we need you to resubmit your payment. We are currently processing routine applications in 4 to 6 weeks. Processing times begin on the date your application is received at a passport agency, which happens after your payment is successful. So they don't start counting the time until the money is right. If the money funny, they're not counting the times. So you can enroll in email updates at passportstatus.state.gov so you know when your passport is in process, approved, mailed, and if we need additional information to continue processing your application. Do not use the passport you are renewing while waiting for your new passport. We cancel or invalidate the passport you are renewing during the application process. So it is no longer valid for international travel. So from the time I submitted, well, technically the time they received. But I'll just say November 9th until today, I had no passport. But that was fine because I didn't have any plans for any international travel. And then it tells you to go to our Renew online webpage for frequently asked questions and information on how to contact us if you need support. Sincerely, U.S. Department of State, Passport Services. So the next email from them came on November 11th. Dear Kim, aka Kim with the Gems, the payment for your online passport renewal application is successful. So that I submitted on a Saturday. They responded on that Monday, November 11th at 2 p.m. We are currently processing routine applications in 4 to 6 weeks. Processing times begin on the date your application is received at a passport agency, which happens after your payment is successful. If you want more updates about the status of your application, you must go to passportstatus.state.gov. Enroll now in email updates so you know when your passport is in process, approved, mailed, and if we need additional information to continue processing your application. Now, I will say this, I enrolled in email updates. I did not receive any email updates. So again, that may be a sign of the times. I'm just saying. Do not use the passport you are renewing while waiting for your new passport. We cancel or invalidate the passport you are renewing during the application process, so it is no longer valid for international travel. Once again, go to our Renew online webpage for frequently asked questions and information on how to contact us if you need support. Sincerely, U.S. Department of State, Passport Services. Then the next email that I received, and that might have been the last email, sure was, the last email I received from them. It says, this was Tuesday, November 12th, so a day later at 11:08 a.m. Passport status was the subject. The U.S. Department of State has received, well, it says, the first line says application status, in process. The U.S. Department of State has received your application for your passport book on 11/11/2024. We are now reviewing your application and supporting documents. You requested routine service when you applied. Routine service can take 4 to 6 weeks. Our processing times begin the day we receive your application at a passport agency or center, not the day you submit. Then it gives me an application locator number. And then it tells you if you are traveling within 2 weeks and have not received your passport, please contact the National Passport Information Center. It gives the phone number and it tells you to have your application locator number ready. So remember, 4 to 6 weeks standard processing time. You can request expedited, and that's additional fee. I saw someone said they paid like $200 and something, but I can't remember what the actual fee for expediting is. So anyway, so that was the last communication from them. And what is today? Today is December 6th. So let's just see how many weeks that was. So on November 11th is the day that they actually received. 1, 2, 3. So it took 3.5 weeks. I don't know why I thought it was less than that, but it took, oh, you know what? November 11th was Veterans Day. So that probably paused. Yeah. So even though they received on the 11th, they probably didn't start working on it until the 12th, 13th, or 14th. There probably was a delay because of the holiday, right? And then that Tuesday was election. The Tuesday prior was election day. So the 5th was election day. The 11th was Veterans Day. And so I probably got caught up in a bottleneck because I saw some people say it took them 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. I started getting a little concerned, but anyway, it's here. We're going to open it up. So that was 1, 2, 3 weeks and 1, 2, 3, 4 days from the time that I submitted. Yeah, so that's not bad at all. And so let's go ahead. Let me close out of this window. I had to come back and show you because I preach it from the rafters. And so again, this is it. I have not opened it. I'm about to pop it open. I'm not going to show you the picture because I know what the picture was. I did my own picture at home, but I just wanted to get it in. I just wanted to get it out, and voila. Oh, wow. So this time they do 2. Oh, this is interesting. It's much harder. Okay, I don't even care. Let's see. So this is, I don't know what I'm showing you though. So I need, oh, child. I may have to edit that part out. But anyway, there's some numbers here that's bigger. The card part is harder. I don't have the Mexican residency visa in here anymore. Let me just make sure. So it expires. The date of issuance was December 4th. What's today? The 6th. Okay. The date of issuance was December 4th. The date of expiration is December 3rd, 2034. 10 years, y'all. Now, hopefully it's still good in 10 years, but one less thing I have to worry about. One less thing checked. I mean, one more thing checked off on my stay ready so I don't have to get ready list. Again, my passport wasn't scheduled to expire until May, but as I share, a lot of people or a lot of countries, well, a lot of people find out the hard way that a lot of countries won't let you in if you have less than 6 months on your passport. So now I don't have to worry about that. And I am super excited. I'm going to see if there's any questions. It looks smaller. It is smaller. Give me a second. I'm going to get my old passport and just, okay. We're going to do a little comparative. Everything's getting smaller, but maybe it's not. Oh, no, it's the same exact size. It looks smaller. So this is my old passport. Has a whole bunch of, where was I? I was in China. I was in, I don't know, Abu Dhabi. I don't know what these other security things are, but anyway, and I'll also show you, this is where I have my residency visa. This is my Mexican residency visa right here, but it's no longer valid because I traded it in for my green card. So I'm super duper excited. I'm gonna look at your comments in a second. I see people putting pricing in. Great. I just wanted to compare the two. So this is the new one. This is the old one. This is no longer valid. I will be using this from now on. So all of my beautiful, stamps, yeah, I might have to delete this whole thing. Are no longer, I'll keep this as a souvenir. So anyway, and this is my residency card from Mexico. I'm not gonna show. This is my Mexican residency card. I don't know if you can see that. Then I also have global entry, and I also have a passport card, which I did not renew this time. I'm gonna get it later, but I didn't want that to hold up. And then I just dropped it. I didn't want that to hold up the process because I have so many other forms of identification. So let's just see what the people are saying. So I just wanted to come in and say how happy I was to get my passport in less than 4 weeks, which was the processing time. And when I wasn't getting the emails, I'm like, oh, it started already. The slowdown has started, but it didn't. So I'm super excited. So let me, so yeah. Let me see who's here. Hey, Dara, you ordered yours 2 weeks ago, but you had to do it by mail because you're leaving in 4 weeks. Okay. So yeah. If you can renew online and still expedite it and get it quicker, as long as you're not making any changes to your like name or anything like that. But if you're getting a new one, yes, you definitely have to go into the office. Or if you're renewing a passport that expires in more than a year, I hear you can go into the office. Oh, Christine, welcome back. I had to come in and do this video. Listen, as much as I talk about passports, as many clips as I put about passport and the urgency for us to get this done now, you think I wasn't going to take more time out to come talk about me receiving my passport? Now I just have to remember to pack my real, the new passport and leave the old passport at home, because that will be embarrassing and costly. So I just switched passports. Let me see who else is here. Hey, Kevin, what's up? Yours is supposed to be tomorrow. Yes, you're the one that paid a whole bunch of money, I think. I think you did the expedited. And when I say a whole bunch of money, I think it was over 200. And mine's was 130. Because I didn't do the passport card, but I am going to renew my passport card. I just, like I said, I was like, just give me my passport, because that's the most important. I don't want to hold nothing up. I cannot tell you how much you need. Oh, Alberta. I cannot tell you how great that makes me feel. I automatically song, my living will not be in vain. Like, that's how great it makes me feel. Thank you so much for saying that. Oh, yeah, listen. Listen, unless they put other rules and restrictions, I am set and it makes me happy. It makes me smile. Yes, Kevin said his was over 200, 211. So Kevin was such in a rush to get his. Kevin mailed everything except the money. And they want their money, honey. Without the money, honey, nothing. So he had to go back and then expedite. So that was so funny. Oh, so you paid 211.36 for passport expedited and 21 for the 1 to 2. Oh, child. Oh, child. I mean, God bless. If I had to, because that's usually what I do too, because I always wait until right before a trip that I go to renew, because my birthday's in May too. So I'm always on a trip in May. And I'll procrastinate. And then it's like 2 weeks before the trip, and I'm driving to Connecticut to the office for an expedited passport. So yeah. But this year, because of everything that happened, and then plus, my goal is to spend more time in Mexico next year. And so the back and forth. But I do hear if you're out of the country, you could go to the embassy in said country and renew your passport there, and they'll mail it there. And sometimes it's much quicker turnaround times. Joining from MD after seeing your chats this week, I am renewing. But God, I'm so happy. How long does it take to get global entry? Listen, Christine, it depends. From what I understand, it depends upon what state you're in, how many offices they have. So I'm in New York, right? They have JFK is where I got my everything done, the fingerprinting, everything. And it's also where I got it renewed. But they have been so backlogged, I don't know. I don't know if they have completely recovered from when the world shut down. And even when it was time to renew mine, luckily I was coming back from an international trip and they were just letting people, you didn't have to have an appointment. You could just walk in to do a renewal. But they did the biometrics, all of that there. So it depends upon the state that you're in. Processing online, can you expedite? Yes. You can. You can expedite if you renew online. Yes. If you're renewing years early because of an error, can it be done online? Nothing with errors can be done online. Any changes, especially to a name, let me see what else. So anything, and if you need any visas attached, it can't be done online. But yeah, if you're changing your name, if you're changing your birth, anything related to the information seen on the document, on the, I forgot what this is called, but the information page, then you can't do it online. So any errors, you need to go to a passport agency. Yes, get it done. Maybe too late if you want out inauguration weekend. What is it's December 6th? No, I wouldn't say that, because mine took, listen, I think after that weekend, but you know what, the holidays are coming. But no, I don't think, I think you'll be fine. I think you will be fine. And if you're worried about it, yes, definitely expedite, but you'll have it within 2 to 4 weeks, I think 2 to 6 weeks. And we are more than 6 weeks out from the inauguration. How long did you say it took? Okay, so I put in my application on a Saturday, which was November 9th. They accepted it on the 11th, but that was Veterans Day, so I'm sure it was a skeletal staff, if anybody at all. And they sent another confirmation on the 12th saying that it was in process. Today is the 5th. So it took 3 weeks and a few days for me from the time they acknowledged receipt. I'm not talking about the Saturday, because I knew that Saturday they weren't going to do anything with it. But so it was like I submitted on a Saturday, but technically it was a Monday, right? So yeah, 3 weeks and a couple days. Is mailing more expeditious than online renewal? No. Think about it. If you're mailing, the time it's taking you to mail an application, my application's already submitted. They've already started working on it. So I don't know how that would be more expeditious. It's a signature error. My daughter and I signed each other's passports in error. Oh, I don't know about that. That has me scratching my head. I'm not exactly sure, but I think you would need to go to a passport agency because they're not just going to send out. I don't know. I don't know, but I would, go online. What is it? Travel.state.gov and see if you can find the answer there. Any changes with the name, you have to send in documents and payment as if it was initial application. Okay, so this is what the Charlie said. I guess you can send it in. So the thing is, like, I live in New York. I have so many different, from Connecticut to Jersey to New York. I have so many options to go to a passport agency. I very rarely I don't know. This is my first time actually doing stuff online. Usually I'm going to an agency. So I'm always getting, the problem solved right there. So anyway, but I just wanted to come in and share this magnanimous update. And now y'all know, like I said, I'm doing this too. When I'm talking about putting the documents together, getting ourselves ready, so we don't have to worry about it later that we're ready. I'm getting the fireproof paper file folders and holders. Like, I'm doing the things that I know is going to keep us in a better position. And if you have children, if you need to do renewals, do it now. Like, don't risk waiting, because as most of you know who have been in my lives, was it yesterday we talked about what they have ready to go day one with a 180-day target to get most of that complete. We don't want to get caught up in the cuts and the funding issues that will delay us getting our passports. And so let me just see, there's a couple more questions. We need to celebrate all passport receipts as they come. And listen, we do, and we will. And as people come in and chime about it, let me tell you, we are going to, so we're going to hit 10,000, I'm sure, shortly. We're also going to I'm going to ask for people to update me, and I do it in the comments. Please keep me posted. Please get me posted. We're going to shout people out. We're going to shout names from the rafters. We are going to celebrate, because I know how important this is. And I know that as you celebrate, as we celebrate you, it will motivate more people to get it done. So again, yes. Fireproof files listen, and Amazon has some great prices. Again, there's a link in today's video where I talk about holiday gifts. Gift it to someone too that may not be thinking about it. Like I said, give sensible gifts this year. Make sure that you explain to them why. It's like, hey, auntie, hey, nephew, this is for you. Put your important documents here. If it's a college degree, whatever it is, let's make copies and keep them safe. So again, let's try to do sensible gifts. I'm not going to stay here all day today. I got some running to do, but I literally was like, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to record me doing an unboxing or unpacking. And then I was like, then I got to edit it. Then I got to do all that crazy stuff. And then I was like, no, I just need to tell the peoples. That's what the Lord told me. He said, just tells the people that you too are doing exactly what you are telling or sharing with the people. And so I'm so glad I have this documented. I'm so glad I was able to share it with you. And I'm so glad so many of you are waiting for, have already done, about to do what needs to be done for us to stay ready so we can get ready. So we don't have to get ready. I saw another comment. Kim, can we contact you for suggestions? If so, how I'm planning my first scouting trip to Mexico and need suggestions. Michelle, I'm not sure exactly what type of suggestion, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, and I'm about to log off, so I'm going to read this last comment, and then I'm about to log off because, again, I thought this was going to be like a 5-minute video. We're here 25 minutes, and it's Friday, and I definitely have things to do, and I'm sure you do too. Thanks, and while the sun is out, because it'll be dark in about 2 hours. So thanks again for sharing this wonderful. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Christine R. And I will definitely see y'all tomorrow, 9 a.m. Renewed passport this summer, 13 months before expiration. Now ordered extra birth certificates, a possible visa application. Listen, this is the praise dance. This is a praise dance right here. I am so happy for everyone. And I will be back. And again, if you're new here, catch up on my playlist, the Stay Ready, Move Abroad playlist. It tells all the things we need to do to stay ready so we don't have to get ready, even if you're not moving abroad, even if you're staying here, but you know that the budget cuts are coming and you know there's documents that you need. Oh, and I just yesterday, so it took me a minute to get my application, my renewal for my driver's license. I had to go get my eye exam results, and then upload it because I did that online too. But yesterday I got the confirmation. Hold on. DMV. Anyway, I'm not going to be here forever, but DMV sent me the confirmation that, oh, here it is, confirmation, DMV transaction complete. And it says you cannot cancel this transaction, blah, 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 blah. Basically, it's a confirmation of my New York State DMV document renewal, and they received that yesterday. So my optometrist had to upload it because they're part of the DMV system. They had to upload my eye results, and then I had to come back and do the payment. So yeah. So listen, I'm checking things off my list. I hope you checking things off your list too. And again, just more gems will be dropped coming up this week. And oh, thank you, Kevin. All right, congratulations to you too. Let us celebrate you when it gets in the mail too. So I'm just so happy. This is like the first year I didn't have to pay the expedited rush charge. It just feels good. So anyway, so go ahead. I don't have any international trips booked yet. So for 2025, but I don't have to worry about it now because my passport is ready to go for another 10 years. Well, fingers crossed. But anyway, I'm gonna say bye, y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow at 9.